women's
female
fighter of the year.
This is a good one.
Yeah,
right. You start this one. I think this is going to be a good one.
All right. I'll say
topic.
I went with Valentina Shevchenko. My honorable mention is Marina Rodriguez.
What?
Yeah, my honorable mention. I know where you had a guy.
There's only one place to
I
go,
know where
fam.
you had a guy. Valentina, 2 title defenses.
2 in a weight class that's very easy.
Oh, no, go debate him.
No,
Go debate him. Don't debate him, guys. It hurts me. Listen, that one hurt me. I popped into the mic. That's when into the mic, bro. I'm shitting in the mic. Don't worry. We'll get there.
God, sorry, that was rude of me. That was rude of me.
That was rude. 2 title defenses. Lauren Murphy, obviously, she's a bit bigger for the weight class. Stopped her. Jessica Andrade, little tank. Stopped her as well. The dominance is there, can't debate it. The skill is there, can't debate it. She's looking unbeatable right now in that weight class. I can't see who's gonna beat her. And she's stopping people as well. Like you can't debate the dominance that she has in that weight class.
Yeah, she's very dominant.
Yeah.
So I gave it to her. Obviously, I gave second honorable mention. Obviously, I give Rose honorable mention, and I give Marina Rodriguez.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, stop debating. Don't give it away. Right now, hold on. Right now, I want everyone to play poker. If someone said, let's just do the
poker
bluff.
face. Do the
poker face until we can get round to this debating bit. Yeah.
All right, cool. But yeah, that's me. That's me.
Cool. My fighter, women's fighter of the year. No honorable mentions. I don't need that.
All right.
Is Fug Rose Namajunas. Why? Got her belt back. Yeah, got her belt back with a KO that could be in your top 10 for the year.
100,
clean,
100,
clean.
Facts, not fiction.
Definitely.
My woman thought that the fight just started when it ended, like rude, and then retained it against. And bearing in mind, retaining it against who everyone saw as this boogie woman, like she's so good. Oh, who's gonna beat her? She's gonna have that belt for time. Rose just done what Rose does and done it twice. You see what I'm saying? So for me, and especially where Rose is coming from, like having lost the belt to go and get it back obviously takes different motivation and then to do it in the way she done it. But if I'm honest, I think she's in terms of her striking, I love watching her strike. She's clean. In terms of her ground game, we know if she gets you on the floor, it's peak. So she's well-rounded in that sense as well. And you can see it in her fight. She doesn't just win by decision. She knocks people out. She does all of that as well. So
Yeah.
I think there's clear dominance with her too, to a certain extent. Let's be honest. If she didn't get dropped on her head, what happens? She beats Whaley twice. She beats Young Jacek twice. And then she beats Andrade because she was whooping her ass in that fight too. So in terms of dominance in a weight class that is actually got fighters in, Rose, man. Rose.
Yeah. 100%. The Fugonomics. Rose. Sexy bald head.
Bald head.
Nunes. Don't ever play. What are we talking about? This ain't even up for debate.
Sorry.
Go on, you carry on.
Sorry. And that's no disrespect to Valentina because she's the baddest woman on the planet. Don't get it twisted. But fighter of the year, women's fighter of the year. Sorry.
All right, go. You listen. I don't even really want to speak too much. Listen, cuz he's doing well so far. He's doing well so far. Like, listen, you got to put this into perspective. This is the biggest perspective. Who they're fighting, and how they're fighting, and when they're fighting. The perspective of Rose fighting Zhang, who is one of the most dangerous females in all of mixed martial arts. No one can. The way she hits. She gave that girl a turtle forehead, blood. Young Jacek's head looked like she had a turtle back on her forehead. That's mad. Like, trust me, she's a dangerous to face her twice back to back. And in the first fight, like to knock her out in seconds to shock the world. Literally to
Shocked
shock,
you.
to stop
Didn't-
the world.
didn't shock me.
If it stopped, no, but I think in a sense of round one, it's not that she didn't knock her out, and I don't think that was the thing. It happened straight away. Yeah. It was like whoop, done, fight, whoa, like didn't expect that to happen. The Zhang did not have the belt for that long. So from Rose getting dropped on her head in 2019, she took a whole year out, yeah? Come back in 2020, right? Full in 2020. Jessica Andrade.
To get it back, get the dub back.
To get the dub back, like you
Didn't
said.
need to fight her.
There you go. Took another year out. Went for the title because she deserved it. Because like you said, she was so dominant in all of her fights, except from... This is the difference as well. She, in that fight where she got dropped on her head, it was her mistake. Yeah. It wasn't like she got on her back and tried to finish her. It wasn't like Jessica Andrade picked her up in a suplex and slammed her. She literally was in a like a crucifix type of weird position, and she just dropped down onto
and
her
had the
head
opportunity
with
to
body
let
weight.
go. She couldn't let go.
She was in control of the actual grapple. So, okay, it was a mistake, but she learned, and ever since she's looked dominant. So it's who you face. Obviously, my honorable mention is to Valentina Shevchenko because she is the queen. There's no, when she gets into that octagon, we already know it's a finish. There's no question. But again, the only reason we can say that is because of the level of her opponents. If she had a Zhang in there of her size caliber, would you say the same? If she had a Rose in there for her size caliber of technique, could we say the same? It would be interesting. I'm not saying Valentina can't win, but we're going to say it's a lot more of an interesting fight. Because personally, Rose Namajunas has the best footwork in the whole of UFC. That's it. Forget Yarn, forget any of these guys. Her angles and what she got. Go on box, baby girl. Go on box because your footwork.
It's dumb.
Bruh. Oh, so
cutting
listen,
L's and everything.
Cutting L's. Her shape game is crazy. Get me? So I'm telling you, like, that's the reason. And yeah, Rose is looking unbeatable in her weight. People are gonna have to come for her. So my girl for female fighter of the year is Rose Namajunas.
Yeah, guys.
You look like you've been persuaded. You look like you've been persuaded.
You know
change it. Say it. Open your mouth.
Look here. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I'm not even really gonna say that yet because since Rimz has known me, he knows I've been a bit of a menace to society. I think that's why he's called me in it to kind of make a bit of controversy going on over here. Because personally, obviously you guys, like I've said before, you're more experienced than me. You've been watching, MMA, UFC longer than me. I can say I've had a good 2 years of really, really learning in it. So this year in particular, women's UFC has really caught my eye. Yeah. And there's been a lot of things that I can appreciate, yeah? And it's like, with this one, it was the hardest one for me to actually answer, if I'm being perfectly honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think, just as you said, yeah, I think Rose, as a fighter, it's like she's the most majestic fighter I've seen. The way she moves, yeah, and kind of just, it's beautiful, bro. It's absolutely beautiful. And who she does her striking with, what's the coach's name? Whitman.
Trevor Whitman.
Yeah, bad boy.
Wizard Whitman.
And
Whitman.
The best.
Usman.
Do you know what I mean? And Usman, best.
Rose,
coach of the
year.
It's dumb.
Man came out on his final fight on the fight card with all of them. Yeah. Taking the piss. He's the best. You feel me? So I'll say that, yeah. But I mean, for me personally, say it with your chest, fam. Because when I'm at yard, I'm always making bear noise. I personally believe, yeah, that Wei Li in their second fight, yeah. I don't want to say she won.
It was close.
But I don't think she lost.
It was close.
And I'm going to be honest,
you gotta beat the champion, though.
Yeah, I hear that, innit? And that's why it's like...
The champion
is close,
beat the champion. I don't want to take it to a different topic here. Yeah, but you see Reyes and Jones. Yeah. I go over to this topic with my brother all the time, and I always say, yeah, for me personally, Reyes won the fight.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, thank you. Because he won 3 rounds and he landed more strikes, yeah? So I tried to use that, yeah, as my way of calculating, yeah, who should really be the overall winner. If I'm
but you see what you said there? you said more strikes, and sometimes
Significant
more
strikes.
strikes.
More significant strikes. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
meant.
that's
So-
Jones
But
landed
in that, if you're now trying to say in that Rose fight that Whaley landed the more significant strike, she did.
Yeah.
But Rose, for me, landed combinations that led to a significant. She didn't always hurt her,
Yeah.
but it led to being like, if you get what I
Hold
mean.
on.
And I
Before
hear
we
that,
debate-
and that's what I'm talking
Can
about.
I
significant
hear
strikes.
your
answer?
Can I hear your answer?
Answer.
Stooling this thing.
Personally, so that's why
Get me
yeah,
anxious
on
out
an
here.
overall thing, yeah. If I have to give it to someone,
go
then I've
Valentina.
got to give it to Valentina because she bosses it. She
Yeah,
clear
no,
cut
she's a
bosses
bad
it,
girl.
innit, yeah?
She's a bad
With
girl.
everyone else, yeah, I got something I can say.
All right.
Like you see Wei Li, yeah, I think she's a bad boy fighter. She fights like
So I'm just gonna throw
she fights
one
like
thing at you.
Goku
Hold on.
and Jin from Tekken.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
Bam, strong. Yeah, you got Rolls moving like, oh, she's moving. Whoa, and I'm like, even Pena, I was gassed for her. I'm not gonna lie to you, like it's the woman is mad.
Can I say one
Go
thing
on,
to
go
you
on.
two?
All right, we can officially debate
Yeah,
this.
we
Yeah,
can-
I'm gonna say one thing.
We've got. Hold on.
Basically red versus
We've
red.
got.
Yeah, red versus
Yeah,
red, man.
alright. And we've got to make up a decision
Yeah,
before we
yeah.
move on. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I just say, I know what you men are saying, and I get your point of Rose might not look as dominant in that sense, but she is fighting better competition. That's like, yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
that's
okay,
like,
I hear
yeah.
that.
No, you know what it's
100%,
like,
guys.
I hear that.
You like
still.
That's
football?
the
You like
fact.
football?
Yeah,
That is the
That's
fact.
like, yeah, a man playing in the
see?
Champions League,
Yeah.
and then Man United don't qualify for the Champions League this year. They're in Europa League. Bro, you're expected to bad that up.
I hear it.
The
still.
first thing man
Yeah,
says
it's true.
you're gonna be in the final.
Yeah,
Why? Because the competition you're playing. against.
it's true.
So Valentina is a bad girl, and you can only fight what's in front of you.
100,
But
100.
we know level of
Level.
Oh,
There's
there's
levels.
I hear
levels
that.
in
You
this
know,
team.
when you say it like that, I do.
There is levels
I
in
do
this
hear
team.
that, yeah. But I
Like-
still don't personally believe, yeah, in my with my chest, yeah. I don't believe Rose won. the
so
second fight.
all right. So they both had 2 fights last year. Yeah. Lauren Murphy and who?
Lauren Murphy
Yeah,
and
and-
Jessica
and-
Andrade.
and
No,
Jessica
you know, yeah,
Andrade.
perfect.
So I'm
You
not-
see,
Rose
saying that
fought.
alone,
Rose
yeah.
fought the same
I'm
person.
not
but
gonna.
Murphy-
I'm
but
not
Murphy-
gonna.
I'm not gonna lie,
It wasn't her. It wasn't her.
I'm not gonna
That wasn't
say
her.
that.
See the Murphy
That
fight,
was
yeah,
Dana
it was-
White, and
there was
you
no
know
point
that.
of it, bro. I'm
Don't
not trying
do
to
that.
mock it. I watched it, yeah. It was
Don't
like,
do
what was
that.
the point? of
Murphy
this?
looks
But
like a
I watched
hillbilly.
the whole time.
So what?
And one person at a time.
Bro, Murphy looks like a hillbilly. Like, why is she there? Andrade is a no. Andrade is a hoe, bro. She's fought at 35, 15, 25. Like, bro, she's been everywhere. Like, know it, bro.
She's a
She's hunting for belts, bro. Like, you've been 35,
It's
15,
true.
25.
It's true, though.
Bro, you
Think
think
about
about
it.
20 if you could. Like, it's not that
I'm
deep.
not being funny, yeah, guys. This is where you lot really do lose this. He is 100%
Yeah, no, I
right
hear
about,
it, and I
and there's
accept-
nothing you can say. The Rose thing about what you said, why she fought her twice. One, she is the best still person in
hear
that
that,
weight class.
but I'm on the
Hold
thing
on.
of-
And two, Dana booked that. She's not Conor McGregor
she did
to be
ask
able
for
to
that.
be able to book her own fights once she's the champ. Connor's the only one in like Khabib can be book there. I want you. You can't really just book your own opponents. Even Amanda Nunes can't book her own opponents. They get booked. You know what I'm trying to say? So don't do that to
They can have
Rose.
influence though.
Yeah, of course.
Because I'm on a thing of if you knock someone out, we don't need to run this back.
No,
you got knocked out.
no, bro, not
Bro,
necessarily.
if you're dominant, if you're dominant,
bro, she
If
gave
you
the
get
girl.
knocked out,
No,
I'm not gonna lie,
no,
that is very
I
true,
get
though,
that.
you know.
No,
I
I
get
don't
that.
get that though.
No,
Because
if you
if you've
get
been
knocked-
dominant, all right.
if you get knocked out in the first round
if you
quickly,
get
though, man,
knocked
then
out,
yeah.
alright, then
If you
hold
get
on.
knocked out
So
or subbed,
if Usman's dominant for this run and Shemaev comes up and knocks him out,
Whaley didn't have the belt for
hold
long.
on.
Yeah,
What's the
about
point?
that? No, I get you.
I get. Hold.
But Rimz, who else is there?
Thank you. And
That's
Whaley,
the point.
This is what my
Joanna's
this is what I'm saying.
not fighting
Thank
right
you.
now.
And say
Other than
They had a spaza.
Hold on.
They could have done a spaza.
hold on.
Yeah, all right,
Which
cool.
they're gonna do. But
Yeah,
hold
now.
on,
Yeah.
Zhang. But hold on. So how does this make sense? If Zhang in the second fight, he's trying to say that she won the second fight, basically.
So she has a point of
He
fighting.
has a point of she's the best. So don't do that now. He's got facts. She is
Because
the
can
best
you
'cause she
say,
caused
can you
those
say,
problems. She
can you
caused
say
those
if
problems.
Rose and Zhang fight 10 times, that Rose knocks her out 10 or
no,
9
hell
times?
no.
So my point is, that's a fight that you'd want to keep seeing because it can be different.
You don't want to see
Andre.
You don't want to see Shevchenko fight any of them again.
No, not
Next.
one.
Yeah,
not
they're
one.
All, they're all finishes. What I didn't see that again for.
No,
That is actually a very good point. I don't see you fight
She's
Murphy
had- she's had
again.
decisions.
Rose-
It's not about it being
Versus
agents.
Shevchenko versus,
This is where you can't be small-minded about the fighter and the IQ. It's not about, you said it to me all the time. There's one time I said to you, cuz, oh, I don't like the way he's positioned or the way he got knocked out. And you was like, bro, it happens, bro. Like, you just like, bro. Sometimes
it's MMA, innit?
MMA,
Like,
thank
anything
you.
can happen,
Thank
innit?
you. A man can get knocked out and then go on another nine
the
run.
kick was set up, innit? If you get caught, you get caught, innit?
But that's what I just said to you.
Well.
But then she did. Hold on. So how comes the next fight went 5 rounds? You're gonna make it seem like she got caught again and she's just that wasteful
for the
of a
last
fighter.
2 rounds, yeah, truthfully, Rose did just grab her up.
It don't matter how you look at
That's MMA, bro.
I hear that,
It
yeah,
don't
but
matter how you look at that.
Perfect.
You
And this
gotta
is
look
what,
at the
no, but
facts of it,
perfect,
man.
perfect. Because this is exactly what I always use Jones and Reyes' fight. Dana even said afterwards, hey, man, you can't walk around the last 2 rounds and think you're going to take the title. But that's what the champ done.
No.
The champ, okay, they didn't run around. The
Rose
champ just
didn't
grabbed
run
her
around.
and
Rose
just- and
sat
had
on
the
top
floor.
of her.
Yeah, just
Rose
sat on
sat work.
Get out there,
No,
move.
but okay,
Do something.
cool,
Yeah, for real.
Do
It's true.
something, bro.
That's what we used to say about DC.
Like,
you
do
see something,
something.
do something. It's the
If I
truth.
can win this fight by taking you
Thank you.
down, I'm
MMA.
gonna
But
do
to
it.
me, yeah, that's just me defending myself and getting beaten up even more, rather than me actually proper.
But bro,
No,
there's
you're
a
a man
rule
that
set.
just wants to see
But
stand
bro,
up then.
But bro,
You
there's
just wanna
a
see
rule
stand up.
set. There's
Nah,
a
man,
rule
no,
set.
It's not that. No, I like stand up. Of course, it's not even that yet. But man, just trying to say, okay, cool.
She controlled it on the floor.
No, but she didn't. But this.
There's a
She
rule
didn't
set.
hurt her.
Bro,
She
there's
didn't-
a rule set. At the end of the
She
day,
didn't
there's a
damage-
rule
alright,
set.
to me, yeah. I
So
hear what
if you're
damage,
it don't matter. But if you're on
you feel me?
control,
You're just
But bro,
controlling my.
so how does the bottom fighter win then? How does the bottom fighter win? Tell me that. If she don't do no damage, how does the girl on the bottom one win the fight? If you're just laying there and she's on top, she's
not doing nothing. Move then.
Move. You can't win the fight being on the bottom. Blood. Move. Common sense now, guys. Do you not know what that means?
If you're
Come
on
on,
bottom
guys.
and you're doing
Man,
more
the
damage,
champ,
you
bro.
can win the round. If you got taken
Yeah,
down,
if
and
you're
on bottom.
doing something, that's what I
yeah,
just
if you're
said.
doing
She
something,
wasn't
yeah.
doing nothing.
Yeah.
Flamingoing around, blood. Come on, bro. Like, allow it, bro. Like, your points are not valid enough for Valentino
wait.
for level of opponents to be champ. Like,
And-
and you know what? This is all Valentino had to do is fight 3 or 4 more times because she's so dominant in her weight class. She'll get it.
But my
She
thing
fights
is,
twice a year, bro.
My thing
Rose
is-
fights
The
twice.
movies, innit, bro?
Right, Ambrose is fighting. Hold on, sorry to cut you, but Ambrose is fighting under. She fought both under the Usman cards in a month closer than Valentina Shevchenko did. Yeah, and she's fighting with Trevor Whitman with Usman back to back. So that pressure, I
And
feel like
Gaethje fought in one of them cards,
I
so-
feel the pressure for them to do the win, especially with her coming up first and Usman winning after with the Masvidal card. Come on, like if you're looking at the overall pressure of her team and what she has around her and the level of a champion. Look, Gaethje's about to go for the belt as well. There's a level of dogs over there for some reason at the moment. But you can't
Killers breed
take
killers,
that,
bro.
yeah, you can't take that away from her. You can't take that. If you're gonna give it to Valentina Shevchenko, I don't care. Don't give Trevor Whitman Coach of the Year, blood. Don't go. No, for you lot, don't tell me it's mad.
Because you know what, yeah? No, that's champion mentality. You were saying that. No, but
You lot don't do that.
You say,
Because
yeah.
her performances were both that good from a
We're
knockout.
talking about female fighters.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
talking about coach.
Yeah,
We're talking about
No,
Man's
no,
going
say
on
it.
an
I'm
entourage
talking
of bad
about
boys.
this. Yeah,
I
right.
know I can't be a patty. I'm going with an entourage of bad boys.
No.
Everyone's a champion. Well, we all have to
Yeah,
be
but
hard.
she's a
Doesn't-
champ.
I'm saying, yeah, for you two, the reason you have to come on this side now is because you see when you gave your reasoning,
I technically,
what? I'll give Rose an honorable mention. Like you're forced to, bro. And then you was really with Rose. Man really changed his mind. Man already changed his mind.
Yeah,
'Cause he
I
even
didn't
said
know.
it
I
was
didn't
changed.
change my.
But
I
'cause
know.
he-
I
You're
said,
closer
yeah,
to saying Rose,
No,
and you understand
no,
more than he
look
is.
it. Okay, after everything that's being said, yeah, if you're honestly asking me with everyone that we've mentioned, yeah, then yeah, technically, yeah, I have to say Rose is the best because what you said
got
about
it.
wait, pause,
That's what I
but
meant.
pause,
That's
pause,
what-
pause, let me
that's what-
land.
that's got you.
I'm still floating down in it.
We're not even nowhere near Shevchenko. You lot are floaty.
Bro,
be honest though, you're more
I'm at the
floaty
top
than
floor of
we
the
are.
shard, bro. You ain't getting me down up here.
No,
You lot more rocky about it. We're not rocky, bro.
I like Rose and I rate Rose and Rose is a bad boy, yeah, but
Bad girl.
you can't, yeah, 100% sorry, but you can't tell me. But for me, I'm always gonna say that Whaley won that fight, so that's why it's difficult for me to now say it's Rose. But if it was a way that I could be completely convinced that Rose won that fight, then I would
So the
always say
level of
The-
opponents
the
not gonna
judges-
come
Wait,
into
no,
it.
the judges
from
wait,
wrecking
no,
her out, from head kicking her.
No, that's why I said, yeah, with the level of opponents, yeah, if I have to choose,
When
I'm gonna
you're picking your female fighter of the year, what are the topics that you're basing it on? So dominance.
When you fight, the closest you fight, the pressure that you fight under. This is for everything though. This is a lot of what your awards are for. But the pressure of level of where you're at, who you're fighting, what card you're under,
how you won,
where you are in the card. Yeah.
Well, you're a champ. You won't be at the top.
It don't matter though, because you still might be under. Like in her situation, it was like. This is another reason, because they were in a rare situation this year. The first time it was the Usman, just her and Usman, and then the second time it's for her to win knockout, and then Usman knockout, mad. So it was like,
and Gaethje.
Yeah, not the first time. Not the first time. It was just them two.
Yeah, the first time.
And then the second time to have all three of them, you got Gaethje that set the night off with a mad fight. Then you've got.
You're talking external factors still.
Hold
I
on,
want to just hear.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about. I'm not. It's not an external factor. The fact is that the pressure of the situation she is in. She's in a different. It's like they were talking about doing the 3-peat, the 3-0, bro, before it even started, just because of who their coach is. And she's go, and she probably had one of the hardest opponents in Zhang. So Kobe's hard, and I'm just saying, and so is and Chandler.
My thing is,
she's up there.
Who you're fighting, so competition.
Yeah.
How you win.
Yeah.
Similar to what Shane said. Well, for me, how many times you fight that year? If you just had one fight and it's a mad knockout, you might not get considered. I think they were the 3 main ones that I sort of judged it off. So if we're going off for that,
Valentina more dominant.
Wait. Level of competition. I'm going Rose.
Yeah.
What was the second one I said? Dominance. Okay. Valentina's more dominant, but in my eyes, I consider the competition. I add the competition into
it's over.
I'm mixing that in. So I'm saying, you're dominant, but Rose is dominant in my eyes, but facing
Harder
Zhang, Joanna,
Carlos Esparza, them type of
Jessica Andrade.
All right, cool.
It doesn't matter, but I'm just saying that
because we can go to Shevchenko's bantamweight if you want to start that.
No, that's cool. You have to stick to 2021. but
my point is, and then what was the third thing I just said?
The way you finish.
The way you
two
finish.
finishes for
So
Shevchenko.
2 finishes, but
and Rose with the same opponent.
Yeah,
Whether
which
it's
is harder.
whether it's
That's harder to do.
That's harder to do, bro.
To fight the same opponent is harder.
If you
to
fight
do,
me,
if
you fight me once,
you were prepared for someone once. You would have done homework on them. So the second time, you've already got the homework you've done, and you're just adding on top.
So wait,
What
but
about
you
the
don't
other
think that they don't do that? They don't watch the first fight back and go, "Oh, they know
Come on,
that.
Rimz, bro. It
I
was
dropped my
bullshit.
right hand, and
Obviously,
the left
but
high kick.
She didn't get head kicked again, though.
There's a style that you have when you're fighting, innit? You're not just gonna change your whole style all the time over one
but
fight.
you
know what
could
I'm saying?
make
Your style is your
adjustments
style. You
within
can
that.
add things to
Like
it,
when
obviously.
John said to DC about what did he say?
Oh, he drops these.
So-
But they're habits that you see all the
But this is
time,
what I'm
you know
saying. So Whaley's habit was her right hand drops after a feint. Cool. So in the next fight, she might be patterned and
she ain't gonna
cool.
do that.
I'm
But
not
her
dropping this
fight
raw
style is still gonna be the same.
Her fight
But she
style
didn't.
is a
It
problem.
wasn't to the point that
It's
she
a
get
problem,
not
though.
to the point that she didn't get knocked out again. Her fight style changed. Look, even you said she wrestled better.
Yeah, her wrestling was better.
Well,
yeah.
there you
But that's
go.
something you've added.
She changed, but she was never wrestling before like that. She would just kind of she'll knock you out of ground and pound you from a good position. She wasn't really like that. She actually tried to wrestle Rose, so her whole game plan had changed. That's my point. The level is a bit different. It's the same like we just said about Kobe and Usman in the second fight. Why didn't Usman knock out Kobe?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Why? Because
What? You just said that?
Yeah.
To me,
no, but their man's fight was longer though, bro.
It's 5 rounds, both 5 rounds. We 2 rounds.
I'm
Both 5
talking about
rounds.
what's it called when Rose first knocked out Wei Lee.
Yeah, but remember, Usman didn't knock out Kobe. He went 5 rounds.
Yeah, I know
It's
that.
not the fact. It's the fact that he broke his. My whole thing is the fact that he broke him. He actually broke Kobe. Kobe was a broken man after that first fight. Like no one knew Usman was gonna stand there as a game plan. We thought he was gonna at least switch up with the wrestling. To stand there and bang like that. To have stamina of Kobe, no one thought that. So it would amaze the world. So that's the next thing of amazement of how you fight.
Boys.
So like I said,
I'm gonna
did
say-
anyone think in the first fight Rose was gonna head kick Zhang?
I thought it was a possibility.
Alright, cool. No,
was a possibility.
in round one.
Maybe not in round
I
one.
that's what I'm trying to
I
say.
didn't think the
Because
fight was round one, yeah. I didn't think it was gonna finish that quickly, bro. That's just the truth.
Let me ask you another question. Everyone could have thought here that Valentina could have fought to finish any of her opponents in round one.
So
Round
wait.
2 or 3,
Wait,
4,
wait,
5,
wait,
6 or
wait.
7 or 8 or 9 or 10. It don't matter.
Wait, can I just say now?
Facts.
Time's time.
Yeah, we need to
So
move
we
on.
need to push for answers. So
Think about the
are
level of
you
debate.
sticking with your answer?
100%.
I'm sticking with my answer.
I'm 100%.
Are you sticking with your answer?
I still
See,
want to stick with my answer still.
Right, that's fine.
It's fine.
Are you sticking with your answer, Lawrence?
No, you're my brother, innit? But I promise you, yeah, they kind of won me over with the competition. And I accept that, yeah. But like I say, yeah, because I still feel, yeah, Whaley won. It's in the air.
Pull the mic to you.
Right now for here,
But
I have to choose
the mic to you.
you're now not Valentina
Hey, Lawrence,
only. You're in the
Lawrence.
middle now.
Yes,
All
that's
right.
the whole point.
So it's
You know what
2-1.
I'm saying?
Yeah. 2-1.
You might have that one, innit? So we can move on.
the
Hey, but
mic.
people in
the
the
mic to you.
comments,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the comments,
Comment
for
down
all
your
the
team.
categories, if you want,
Yeah.
like, put who you think if you don't agree.
We
and
can drop
why
it.
and why
We'll
not.
drop the categories in the comments.
Yeah,
as well,
I'll
so
add
that
all
you
the
can just-
categories in the description.
All right.